I personally do dawah for myself because imagine if you're washing dishes, right? If you're washing dishes, you're going to wash your hands as well. It's the same thing with dawah, that when you're involved in dawah, you cleanse yourself, you get rid of your own sins. And if you're on that path, it helps you to practice the religion even more yourself.
The teachings of the Bible and various things, I just don't believe that I believe it's man-made. I don't think that it comes from God, it's inspired by God.
Say that machine over there, the machine that guy is, that grass machine thing, right? That machine thing, do you think that can come together by chance? Or do you think someone has to design it, make it?
Design it,
Manufacture it, right? Designer. So in the same way, our brain and the universe that we live in needs a designer. Do you know how heavy those clouds are? That is tons and tons and tons of water. But the way God's design is, that heavy water is up in the sky and it's just up there, and over time it comes down. So it's all like a perfect system that the Creator's made, you know. So dawah is something so important to me because there's so many people out there who don't know what their goal is, who don't know why they exist, who don't know what's going to happen after they die.
Old Testament? No, we believe in the original scriptures given to Moses. The Old Testament is not that. No, the original Torah. The original Torah. Today's Torah is not the Torah. The reason is because it's not in the language of Moses, it's in Hebrew. Moses didn't speak Hebrew, he spoke heretic language, the language of Pharaoh. But the Bible's not true. The Bible's from Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, which came after Jesus. No, how do you know that God said it? It's not for me to prove that Matthew, Mark, Luke and John said it. When you tell me who wrote the Bible, who wrote the New Testament? Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Yeah. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John came after Jesus. After Jesus.
I don't believe in a single presence creating us.
Right? If I was to say that this mobile phone is made of plastic, metal and glass. That's all it's made of, right? You get plastic, metal and glass in a junkyard. Now if a hurricane goes through a junkyard, can you get a mobile phone coming out of it by chance? So you'd say this has a creator, it didn't come together by chance, right?
Yeah, that is a creator, for sure.
So what about something more complex like the universe and our bodies and the stars, the galaxies, the sun, the mountains?
It's definitely got some kind of creator, for sure, but I think it's, my personal opinion, is that it's come down to kind of gas, particles, you know, science.
Do you reckon it's chance, or do you reckon it's more inclined towards the creator?
Probably, yeah.
If you have a hurricane going through a junkyard, you don't get a mobile phone, most likely. So, gift for you? Gift.
Allah. Allah. Allah.
Allah.
Allah é Deus. Único. Allah é o One thing we've got in Brazil is we've seen throughout Brazil the difference, the vast difference between the poor people, the very, very poor people, and the very rich people. You know, it seems like there's no in between. You know, here we've got the stadium, and people have actually been forced out of their homes. You know, they've had like a pacification of the favelas. It's literally right next to the stadium, yeah, and all the people in the favelas are actually watching all the people going to the stadium, but they won't even let the poor people mix with the rich people. It's really crazy, and many of these people are actually accepting Islam. You know, there's actually a lot of dawah going on within the favelas.